Now, as I said before, my name is Lucifer, spiritual and business consultant, amongst other things. And um, as I've said before, welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, by the way. It's really important. Keep my channel going. Don't forget to subscribe. And as I've said before, man, some people are hard of hearing. I do not decide who is. I don't even know who is Kryptonian or not. I don't even know who's a demon or not. And a lot of people are not demons. A lot of people you think are demons are not demons. A demon is a god. That's what the word demon is. That's what it means to be a demon. As soon, if you're an entity of high power, let's say you're an angel, right? You're an angel. As soon as God or whoever decides, or whoever can decide to throw you out of heaven, throws you out of heaven, you become a god automatically. Automatically. That's how you become a god. You have to get kicked out of heaven to be a god. Period. That's it. If you get kicked out of heaven, you are considered to be a god. The word demon means god. A diamond. You can't there's no, there's no other explanations. You can look it up in the dictionary. You can look it up anywhere you want. The definition of demon is god. Is a god. You are a god. So if you get kicked out of heaven, you're a god. So if you're just a human and you consider yourself to live in hell, then you're a human living in hell. But if you're a highly spiritual person and you are not of Christ, or you are not of religion, or you are not of God, you're not God's children, then you are a god. Period. A jinn. It's just how it works. There's no, like, you don't have this is not trigonometry, man. This is not rocket science. It's one or the other. It's either you're a child of Christ or you're a god. Period. It's you that has to make the choice. It's not up to me to choose. If you I can't anoint you. I cannot. And well, I could, but you would have to pay. Like, and like I told you before, ain't nobody. You're not a jinn because you don't want to call yourself a jinn. I already asked you like 2 or 3 times, who in here is a jinn? Leave it in the comment section. Who in here is a jinn? So you can't even call yourself a jinn, and you want somebody to call you a jinn. That doesn't make any sense, bro. Like, you guys are crazy, man. Like, anyways. Because the thing is, there's this kind of vibe. It's like, well, I want to be what you don't even like it. Just go pray. Go be of God, bro. Go be one of the 144. Go be a born again Christian. This ain't for you. This is not for you. This is not your kind of content. Stop asking for things that you don't want. That doesn't make any sense. You're going to kill yourself. You're going to go to hell. God is going to send you to hell. If you don't believe in something but you want it anyway, that's going to cause you to have an immense surmountable amount of guilt, and that's going to put you, it's going to send you down the rabbit hole in a dimension where you will be constantly attacked and constantly harassed by entities, man. You have to be sure of yourself. You can't ask somebody to be sure of yourself for you. You have to be sure of yourself. You have to make the work. Nobody can make you into something. You have to make yourself into that thing. Just like I made myself into Lucifer. Nobody told me I was Lucifer. I made myself into Lucifer. It was pure rage, anger. I was tired. So I made myself into a god. I made myself into an entity. I made myself into an extremely powerful God because even all these witches on YouTube can't hurt me. People in real life can't hurt me. People on YouTube can't hurt me. I made myself into a God. Nobody told me. God didn't say, oh, by the way, you're Lucifer. Jesus didn't come around and told me, oh, by the way, you're Lucifer. Angels didn't come around and told me, oh, by the way, you're Lucifer. People didn't come around and told me, oh, by the way, you're Lucifer. No, I woke up one day and I said, you know, motherfucking what? I'm Lucifer. Period. I'm sure of myself. I'm confident in myself. I do not regret my decision. I do not have any guilt towards saying those things. That's why I hold the power I have, because I believe what I say. I truly believe what I say. That's why I'm Lucifer. So you can't ask me to anoint you when you're scared of even saying that you're a jinn. Nobody in the comic section say they're jinns. Start by being a jinn first. Start by being a genie. Start by granting wishes first. Start by granting wishes first and then move on to bigger steps. One step at a time. You are not ready. You're not ready to become a god. A lot of you gods aren't ready to be part of the pantheon of gods. Even though you have the power, even though you have the potential, you're not ready to be one. Because it scares you, because you're afraid what God might say. You're afraid that if Jesus comes around, he's going to kill you. You're afraid that, you know, it's a bad choice and Satan is gonna kill you. You're afraid of a bunch of things, and there will be entities trying to make you afraid of your decision because you are afraid of your decision. So once you are afraid of your decision, you send yourself into a dimension where fear exists. You create your own world. You create your own world. You're doing this to yourself. So hence, you're not a jinn. Hence, you don't write in the comic section, I'm a jinn too. What's up? How you doing? Jinn over here. Definitely jinn over here. I feel what you're saying. I'm a jinn too. There's a lot of people that steal my content. As of right now, there's people stealing my content. There's people not stealing my content, but there's people delving into the darkness. And as of yet, they still don't, like I said before, I've never had a complaint about any of my diagnoses or my thesis. I've never had a complaint. And still right now, as I tell people to delve into the darkness, I still haven't had a complaint yet. And there are people, if you look at certain individuals on YouTube, there are people that listen to me, even though they don't say it. They listen to me and they are delving into the darkness and they don't have any complaints. They are not scared. They're not being harassed or killed or nothing of that matter. Nothing's happening to them. They are just gaining more power. And these people are not necessarily good people to have this sort of power because they steal from me. But they still tried it anyway because they believe in God at the end of the day. They fear him. They might not be religious, but they still fear him. So they have some light in them. But that light now has changed into darkness. This light now is now walking into the darkness. Not changed, but walking into the darkness. And they're not complaining. And the reason why they don't acknowledge me is because this is YouTube. So they have a sense of competition. They have a sense of bullshittery, right? They're young, they're immature, they're crazy, they're part of the Illuminati, whatever. Illuminati or occultists. The Illuminati or occultists. The Illuminati or occultists. They do occult rituals all the time. So of course, they're going to listen to occult practices, and they're probably gonna practice occult things because they're an occult group, they're an occult cult group of people that delve into occult. Like, how ridiculous have you, I mean, but like I said before, I'm not mad at you because I know you're watching this just to entertain yourself. I know you're watching this just to entertain yourself. You don't take this seriously. This is why there's no gins in my comic section. That's why nobody complains. That's why nobody says anything. I can just say what I want whenever I want, and nobody, says anything. So why are you throwing back this spirit of I want to be accepted somewhere where I'm not the one that can accept you in that place? You have to walk through it yourself. And yes, there are exceptions, because if you're trying to ruin teenage women and teenage boys' minds, you are locked out. We don't want people like you. You are disgusting, repugnant. You're going to be banished from this earth forever if we don't obliterate you. If we don't obliterate you, you will be banished. You are no exceptions. You are not welcome. I don't want no pedophiles. I don't want no sodomites. I don't want to deal with people like that. No one does. No one wants you around. You're not accepted. Now, everybody else that's not a sodomite, anybody else that's not forcing people to sleep with them for money, anybody else that's not forcing people to sleep with them to be in a movie or to have a number one single and shit like that, you're welcome. Doors always open. The door is always open. So yes, there are exceptions. I don't have time for you. I don't have time for you. I don't care. You're lucky to still be walking around. Because let me tell you this, once people find out what this planet truly is, you're the first one to go. You're the first one to leave, bro. You're the first one that's gonna get hanged by in a tree. The first one. So stop asking for things, because you're a wretched, disgusting, whatever being you are, and no one likes you. No angels like you, no spirit like you, no gods like you. No one likes you. No one wants you around. I don't like you either. I don't want you around me. That's all I have to say. Peace out. Have a good one.